Oi oi, my beautiful Whites faithful. If you're not sitting down right now, you better grab a chair, because what I'm about to tell you will have your hearts racing faster than a Calvin Phillips through ball in his prime. We've got 3 massive stories that have just dropped about our beloved Leeds United. And trust me when I say this, each one is more mind-blowing than the last. Picture this, a financial battle that's been haunting Elland Road for years finally reaches its explosive conclusion. A summer transfer saga that's about to take another dramatic twist. And a young lad whose future could either make us the proudest fans in England or leave us absolutely heartbroken. But here's the thing, Leeds faithful, I'm not giving you names just yet because I want you to feel every single emotion as we build this story together. We're talking about a manager who's been sweating bullets, a hierarchy that's been playing chess while others play checkers, and a teenage sensation who's got the biggest clubs in the Premier League circling like vultures. Smash that like button if you're ready for this roller coaster, drop a comment with your predictions, and hit subscribe because you do not want to miss what's coming next. The first revelation involves a dispute that threatened to tear our club apart, but the way it's been resolved, absolutely incredible. Are you ready to find out which financial nightmare has finally been put to bed at Elland Road? Let's dive in. Everton, yes, you heard that right. Leeds faithful, that massive legal dispute with those toffees that's been hanging over Elland Road like a dark cloud has finally been settled. And let me tell you exactly why this is absolutely huge for our beloved Whites. Remember that soul-crushing 2021-22 season when we were scrapping for every single point, like our lives depended on it? When we finished just 1 point above relegation with 38 points, while Everton smugly sat above us with 39. Well, our brilliant hierarchy had the guts to challenge those cheaters because they knew, we all KNEW, that Everton's financial rule-breaking gave them an unfair advantage that could have cost us our Premier League status. The Whites weren't just going to roll over and accept it. Our club fought tooth and nail, arguing that Everton's profit and sustainability breaches during that exact season gave them sporting advantages that potentially robbed us of crucial points. Can you imagine if we'd been relegated that year because of their financial cheating? The thought alone makes my blood boil. But here's where it gets absolutely beautiful. Leeds faithful, Daniel Farke, and our hierarchy have just agreed to an out-of-court settlement. The Athletic is reporting that while our case wasn't bulletproof enough for a courtroom battle, this settlement means we can finally move forward without this legal nightmare hanging over our heads like a sword. This is massive because now every single person at Elland Road can focus 100% on keeping us in the Premier League this season. No more distractions, no more legal fees draining our resources, just pure, concentrated effort on survival. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is already showing what proper focus can do, banging in goals like the striker we desperately needed, while relegation rivals like Sunderland are splashing £150 million plus in panic mode. We've got our house in order and our minds crystal clear. This settlement isn't just about money, it's about mental freedom for everyone, from the boardroom to the pitch. But wait until you hear about the transfer chaos that's about to unfold. Remember all that summer transfer drama? Well, it's about to get a whole lot messier. And I'm talking about Harry Wilson, that Welsh wizard who was this close to wearing our beautiful white shirt. Leeds faithful, we were literally minutes away from landing this Premier League proven winger on deadline day. But Fulham snatched him away from us at the last second. But here's what's going to drive you absolutely mad. We all thought January would be our second chance, right? Wrong. Marco Silva has just come out and basically slammed the door shut on any hopes of Wilson joining our fight for survival. The Fulham boss is so confident that Wilson will sign a new deal that he's practically laughing at the idea of him leaving. I know him very well. It's his 5th season with us, Silva smugly told the Evening Standard. I know really how much he wants to stay in the club. Can you believe the audacity? While we're scrapping for every point in our Premier League survival battle, Wilson is apparently 100% sure he wants to stay at Craven Cottage. This is what happens when our 49ers ownership and Adam Underwood don't plan properly. They waited until the last minute, thinking they could just waltz in and grab Wilson as a panic buy. Well, guess what? That chaotic deadline day disaster has come back to bite us harder than a Yorkshire winter. Now Daniel Farke is stuck trying to keep us up with limited options on the wings, while Wilson is scoring goals for Fulham, goals that could have been helping us climb away from relegation danger. The man scored 6 goals from just 4.1 XG last season. That's the kind of clinical finishing we desperately need. And the worst part? He only started 12 games out of 25 appearances, averaging just 47 minutes per game, yet still delivered that kind of output. Picture Noah Okafor on one flank and Wilson on the other. We'd have been absolutely unstoppable. Instead, we're watching Wilson tear up the Premier League for our rivals while we're left scrambling for alternatives that probably don't even exist. The lack of urgency from our ownership is absolutely criminal when our Premier League status is on the line. But Leeds faithful, if you think that's frustrating, wait until you hear about the teenage sensation who could either become our next superstar or break our hearts forever. Leeds faithful, meet Harry Gray, and yes, that surname should send chills down your spine because this 16-year-old phenomenon is Archie, Gray's little brother. This kid is being called the prize jewel of our academy, and every single major Premier League club is circling him like sharks in bloody water. Tottenham, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Manchester City, they're all watching this lad like hawks. But here's the beautiful part that'll give you goosebumps. Harry's 17th birthday is just 2 weeks away, which means he can finally sign his first professional contract with Leeds. The question that's keeping every single one of us awake at night is, will he choose loyalty to his family's legacy or the glamour of bigger clubs? Our transfer expert Graham Bailey just revealed something that'll either fill you with hope or terror. Leeds believe he will sign. There is interest elsewhere, though. If Harry Gray suddenly came on Instagram saying I'm leaving Leeds, he would literally have his pick of a number of clubs. But here's the twist that could save us. Club insiders are saying that Harry would probably have already left for another club if he wasn't a Gray. The family connection to Elland Road runs deeper than the Pennines, and that could be our secret weapon in keeping this future superstar in Yorkshire. Daniel Farke has already given him his senior debut and named him on the bench against Wolves, saying, "You will see him once he is prepared for Premier League games." This isn't just any teenager. This is potentially the next chapter of the Gray family dynasty. At Elland Road, the lad has already been nominated for awards at U21 level, and fans were literally chanting his name to come on against Wolves. He's shining alongside Johnny Howson in cup competitions, showing he's got the mentality to handle big moments. But here's what's absolutely terrifying. We've seen Finley Gorman leave for Manchester City, and Oliver Boast joined Tottenham in recent years. Our academy has been hemorrhaging talent, and Harry could be the biggest loss of all. His father, Ennie Gray, is reportedly happy with his progress at Leeds, and the relationship between our club and the Gray family is rock solid. But let's be honest, when you've got Spurs, City, Newcastle, and Villa all knocking on your door, it takes incredible loyalty to stay put. Will the Gray family legacy at Elland Road be enough to keep this wonder kid in Yorkshire white? Leeds faithful, we're standing at a crossroads that could define our future. Will Harry Gray choose to follow his brother's path and become a Leeds legend? Or will the Premier League giant steal another gem from our academy? Drop your predictions in the comments. Do you think Harry will sign that professional contract with us? And don't forget to subscribe because this transfer saga is far from over. The next few weeks could determine whether we're celebrating a future superstar or mourning another academy heartbreak. What do you think will happen? Let me know below.